came down to Austin and saw the drag vendors on the side of the co-op, and it reminded me of my grandfather in New York, who, when he came to this country, he sold apples off an apple cart in New York, worked at the fish markets, and I thought it was kind of a romantic thing to sell on the street. So I came down the next week, set up a table, made $50 profit in 2 days, and said, I'm coming back to Austin. That was a lot of money for me.
We still have stories of those that came and met Rusty on the drag when he was selling, the twisters or the African beads or the silver, and always had the best prices.
I was out there for about 3 years till I decided to get off and pursue more of a wholesale business than selling on the drag. The first year I sold only the trade beads. The stores were selling the African trading beads by the inch for $5 an inch, and they cost me about 1/4 of an inch. I bought directly from African traders. So I started selling at wholesale to them, 12 strands at a time, $100 here, $100 there, and I found that I really enjoyed that much more, doing more volume at less of a margin. And so I developed a wholesale business. At one time at the end of the drag event, I was wholesaling the beads to about 40 different drag vendors. I didn't want to open a store. Quite frankly, I didn't like the retail end of my business that much, but I went and looked at Dobie Mall and decided that I would open a store, and somehow we broke even. It was a gift shop with a little jewelry in it. But at that time, Highland Mall, surprisingly, was the #2 mall in the United States. A little guy like me had no chance to get in, but I went and talked to them, and they wanted a little local flavor. So I opened a small 600 square foot business there, had it a year, loved it, but decided I wanted to get more into the wholesale or retire and take a year or two off. So I sold it to one of my wholesale customers. And that was it for retail till the North Lamar store.
In 1985, I was 17 years old. I was shopping with Russell, and I said one day, hey, you think I could work here? And he said, sure, when do you want to start? I said, okay, well, I can only give you a 4-year commitment, maybe 12 to 16 hours a week. I never thought I would be here for 38 years. And who would have thought we'd end up here? We were just a small little business, and now we are officially on the map around the country, and that's amazing. Selling the company, I knew the day would come, and honestly, I thought when he retired, that would be my cue to retire. But I met Larry and I said, wow, I'm getting on this bus because it's going somewhere fun.
Rusty could have sold to the 7 other guys that came along and knocked on his door. There was some big names in the industry that wanted this, but I think he also knew we would honor him in the best way and not just change everything.
I'm just incredibly honored and humbled that Rusty entrusted Larry and I with his 45 years of hard work, and he saw that we would carry on his name and his legacy.
This is Korman 5.0. This is the corner of 29th, Lamar, and San Gabriel. This is an iconic staple in the community here in Austin, Texas. This used to be the old cyclery building, and we've gotten stories from so many of our clients and friends in the community that share their memories in this spot. And what we're excited about is reactivating those memories. There's gonna be some really special moments here, but really bringing life to this corner, beautifying the corner, having it come back as a staple in our community.
Being able to build this store is our longtime dream. Even when we lived in Tyler, we had dreamed of having a store and building a store there. That was our vision, and this is a longtime dream come true. To be able to have this space, we have a long way to go, clearly. So I'm just trying to take it one day at a time. I know it'll be a process, but it'll be so wonderful to share with the community.
The There'll be windows that open up to the trees. There'll be courtyard moments. So once you come in on the property, you're going to feel like you've arrived. And you come into the main foyer. There's going to be all natural light between skylights and the windows pouring in. We're going to have an amazing staircase that feeds up here to the second floor. It's 3 stories. We're going to have in-house manufacturing, jewelers. We're going to have watchmakers from Rolex and our timepieces. It's going to be an experience like no other, as if you went around the world to Geneva, to Africa, to Tel Aviv, to Hong Kong, but it's all happening under one roof here at this location at Lamar and San Gabriel.
It'll be so wonderful to share with the community, especially on this iconic corner that is such an eyesore and has been such an eyesore for so long. It's going to be beautiful and something that we know people in Austin are proud of, and hopefully people who travel to Austin will want to come by and experience it as well.
This isn't about Larry and Kat. This is about Korman, and this is, what we do. And it's never been about, putting my name on it. It's about having others sharing their dreams, not just, our clients, but our associates too. We have associates from all over the world that have moved here to be a part of what we're creating.
There is no limit to how this can grow. And if I hadn't stayed here after Larry and Kat bought it, I would have never believed it.
He was the right person, and I felt like whether he kept my name or not, I didn't care. But my strong instincts and wisdom told me that if anyone wasn't going to muck it up, Larry was probably the right guy.
I think the Korman name is synonymous with philanthropy and integrity. Those were 2 pillars of Rusty's success and why I think he was around for 45 years, because he always was a man of integrity, and he gave to every single charitable organization that ever came to him for anything, whether it was a $10 gift certificate or $10,000 shopping spree. He was so generous, and so we've carried that on, and we try and give impactfully.
I hope that people see that we are still very philanthropic, and that while the community comes in here and supports us, we also support our community.
We completely 100% believe in, communities first. Philanthropy is really near and dear to our heart. It's not going to go away. It's everything. It's what makes us Korman.
That was my goal, and I think I achieved it pretty good. The way I conduct myself with other people, it's with integrity, and it's with honesty, and I felt like Larry had that and still do.
It's such a treat to be able to work alongside Larry, because we both have the same vision for the future as far as how we want to take care of our employees and how we want to give back to the community.
None of it would be possible without Kat, best friend, wife, soulmate, super mom. Kat brings the energy, brings the fun, the life. That's the magic, right?
Really, truly celebrating every day and living it like it's your last, and knowing that every moment here is so precious every day. And so it's just important to celebrate.
Celebrate every day. I mean, it's one of the greatest catchphrases ever. And I've always been one to say celebrate every moment, but celebrate every day kind of encompasses Korman.
Right now, we're just really enjoying the 50-year celebration. But just like Rusty made a statement and asked, and then we talked about, what does the next 50 hold? We feel like this is a pretty good foundation to build on that.
For us to be able to come in and hopefully keep it going for at least another 25 years. I don't know if I've got 50 in me. But yes, it's such an honor, and, quite the milestone, and really this is Rusty's hard work, and we're just grateful he passed the torch to us.
It's exciting what the future holds, but who knows? Who knows what's next, right? Who knows what the next chapter holds for us? But looking around the room and just being so grateful that our paths have led us here, and that we've got so many wonderful people that come alongside and share that. We're going to keep it going.